Live on Facebook and YouTube this morning with a class. I apologize for that, but I do have the recording. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play the recording of the class. You should be able to follow through this now, or of course you can watch it later if the time slot isn't great for you. So I apologize for that again, and here is the recording. Week. I know we talked quite technically about pelvic floor and everything last week, so we'll focus a little bit more on that area, and then we'll do some more Qigong movements as well. Let's start off first of all just by knocking. So we take our feet about shoulder width apart, a little bit of bend in our knees, nice and strong and stable through the ground, light and lifted with our upper body, and we just rotate the spine. So this is getting the bones, the structure of the body warmed up, mobilized, energized, so that we can allow the breath can just flow naturally, easily through the body. So we're rotating the spine. Imagine each vertebra of the spine moving. So maybe bring your attention to your lower back. So not changing the way you're doing anything, but just being aware of the sensations in your lower back. And we're just tapping at a point with the back of our hands on the lower back as well, just tapping on a point just on the spine. Our breath is just normal, just natural, so we're not breathing in any particular way. What we are doing is we're keeping our face relaxed, our jaw relaxed, our lips lightly together, tongue resting, if it's comfortable, just resting gently on the roof of the mouth. And as always, that inner smile on your face. If you're frowning, that's going to pull tension through the rest of the body. So just an openness, a smile, an inner smile. Bring your awareness now up the spine a little bit, mid-back. So just where you feel the top of the lumbar spine, that lower arch, and then the bottom of the thoracic spine, so the base of the ribs, just bringing your awareness now mid-back. And then working up the spine, come right up into the thoracic spine, the top of the spine. So you're coming up to upper back. Often where there's lots of tightness or tensions, we start to hold it between the shoulder blades and the upper back. And it's so important that we have as much freedom here to allow the rib cage to expand and contract as we breathe naturally, but also as we breathe when we're exercising as well, because obviously we want more space when we need more breath. And then come up to the neck and the head, lifting from the crown. Hopefully nobody's feeling dizzy yet. lifting from the crown. So really focusing on that lightness and relaxation in the shoulders, lightness in the upper body, and at the same time that strength, that connection to the ground through the lower body. And then slow it down, slow it down. Just slow it down into water waves. So you just imagine that you're just running your hands through water in front and behind. Keeping the shoulders relaxed and down, keeping lifting and lengthening through the crown. A little bit of bend in the knees. Really work on the flow. Slow, 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 slow. So really slow, slow it down. So we're not splashing through water. We're going really slowly, 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 slowly. And you can almost feel, well, you can feel the air between your fingers and on the skin. And then just come to a standing position. Feet about hip width apart. Strong, connected to the ground through the feet. Lifted and lengthened through the crown of the head. I'll mirror you. Pop your right hand towards the ground. So there's a little bit of curve in the hand. So you're connecting the right palm towards the ground. Let's step the feet out to about shoulder width. And then you bring your left arm or your left palm connected to the sky. So this is a Qigong exercise called separating earth and sky. Watch on this top arm that we're not hiking the shoulder up and pulling here. You want to feel that nice elasticity and that expansion through the rib cage. The shoulder stays down. There's a little bit of a curve in the arm there. And then we just swap sides. So you spiral the hands together as you cross your center line, your heart center. And then you use your right hand down. Oh, sorry, if I'm mirroring you, your left hand down, your right hand up. Let's just work on the physical movement first, and then we can bring some breath into this. So cross, extend, open up, cross, open up. Notice the rib cage expand the space between the ribs on each side. So that's the idea, is that we're extending the spine and expanding that side of the rib cage. You may find that one side feels a little bit tighter, then the other one side might just feel, oh, that really, really expands nicely. Imagining the ribs separating or moving between each other. Space between the ribs moving. You might feel some clicks and some crunches. And once you've got the flow of the movement working and you've got the physical movement of the body working, let's start to coordinate the breath with it. So you breathe in and then out. Breath flows in the body, breath in, and then breath out. All of the breath is light, easy in and out through the nose, but we're now guiding the breath along with the movement. So we're consciously controlling the breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Now it's really for you to go with your breath. So the idea is that the breath is smooth, the breath is effortless, it's silent, it's quiet. If you're struggling with the breath, then you could make the movement a little bit quicker, or if the movement becomes too quick, then just breathe in your own pattern in and out through the nose. So we certainly shouldn't be forcing the breath or forcing any movement. Now let's just bring a little bit of a side bend into this so you can actually open up these ribs a little bit more. So it's almost as if I've got a lemon that I've got in between my hip and my rib on that side, and I'm just squeezing that lemon side just to expand a little bit more, so I can just breathe in a little bit more to the side here. So if I'm mirroring you, I'm breathing in a little bit more to the left, then I'm breathing out. And right, breathing out, and left, breathing out. And notice what's going on with the lower body as well. So we are working whole body movement. So notice when you reach over to one side a little bit, you plant and you stabilize yourself a little bit more on the opposite leg as well. So what you might notice is I'm just dipping a little bit with my knees, and then I'm just standing a little bit taller, but just go with whatever movement works for you. Go with the flow of the movement. Breathing in, out. And this move for me is much more fluid than the other side, than this side. So you may find that, or you just may find that you're perfectly balanced. Let's do one more to each side. And then just take a rest, bring your feet together to about hip width. The lower body will be really strong. You're working the lower body as well when you're doing those movements. It's not just an arm movement, it's not just a breath movement. You will most probably notice that a little bit more as you're doing that little hinge or that little lean over to the sides. Let's take our feet back out to shoulder width. Let's cross our arms in front of us. This is quite a nice spine stretch as well. So let's just work on the physical movement. So you've got your arms crossed, You bring your arms up over the head. Watch that you're not hiking the shoulders up, so just as high as you can. Somebody's coming close to you, so you're doing that. So if you can see okay there, I'll show you from the side. So just coming up overhead, so a little bit of bend in the elbows there, and then coming back down. And then you can transfer one hand, so you can swap arms, just so we do the same. We get a little bit of variety from one side to the other. So then reaching up and down. So again, this is really good for getting the rib cage mobilized. Swap hands, reaching up and down. And then I just turn the other hand over, reaching up and down. Let's coordinate the breath. So we are breathing in. No sound. So we're not pulling the breath into the body. Then we're breathing out. Swapping hands, breathing in. Breathing out. Swapping hands, breathing in. Breathing out. Swapping hands. So I'm just doing alternate hands, just turning one hand over the other arm, just so we get a little bit of change. It's quite nice. Breathing in. Breathing out. And the more you do this, you feel the more it's opening up, easier, lengthening up the spine. Breathing in. Breathing out. Showing you from the side, standing nice and tall, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do a couple more, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And then just give shoulders a little bit of a shake. So if you imagine the ribs connected to the spine, it's a bit like a bucket handle. As we're extending up, the ribs are opening up and opening out. So it's really nice again to get the spine mobilized, particularly the thoracic spine, getting the rib cage open. Okay, take your feet shoulder width apart again. A little bit of bend in the knees. It's just started raining here. Palms facing up. We'll work on the physical movement first. Palms come to chest height. Spiral. Reach up, looking up, and then come back down through the movement. So you just reverse the movement. A little bit of bend in the knees, coming up again, chest height, spiral, looking up, coming back down. Palms facing chest. Qigong exercise called Buddha holds up the earth. And again, it's getting that spine, getting your spine extending, opening up the rib cage, and just allowing the breath to flow into the body naturally. So with the breath, breathing in, breathing out. Breath is soft, it's quiet. Just the right amount of air that you need, not over breathing. Smooth breath, breathing in. Breathing out. Bring your awareness to the flow of the movement, the smooth flow of the movement. And the smooth, effortless flow of breath, breathing in. Feel the ribs expand a little bit to the side as you do that spiral. So as you're opening up here, you feel the side of the ribs opening. Let's do 2 more. Strong through the legs, connected to the ground, light and lifted through the upper body. And then take a rest there. It's starting to rain really heavy again. I think we've had about 2 days without rain and now it's back. Stepping back out. How are we doing time-wise? Good. One more little flow, then we'll do a little more focus on the lower dantian and the pelvic floor. So this one we're just going to add a little bit of a breath hold and a little bit of a breath pause to it, but nothing forceful, nothing too strong. So we'll just work on the movement first, just pushing your palms together there. So we can get a little bit of strength into this move now. So pushing palms together, keeping the shoulders down. A little bit of bend in the knees. Again, we're working on opening up the rib cage. So extending, opening up the rib cage. So really pushing out now, pushing out nice and strong, and then soft back in. And if you just watch me from the side, I'm just extending my thoracic spine, I'm just opening up the chest, lifting my sternum up towards the sky, lifting heart to sky, and then I'm just softening, rounding a little bit, so exhaling as I round. Inhale. Breathing in, exhale. So with this move, it's a little bit of a bigger breath. Still no sound, no force, but just a little bit of a fuller breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in. Let's hold for a count of 2. Breathing out. Let's pause for a count of 2. Pause, 2. Breathing in. Hold, 2. Breathing out. pause. Let's go for 3, breathing in, pause, 2, 3, breathing out, pause, 2, 3. You want to take a next breath in and hold, 2, 3, breathing out, pause, 2, 3, breathing in, nice and strong through the arms as you hold, 2, 3, breathing out, pause, 2, 3. So this is where you're taking a slightly fuller breath in through the nose, pause, 2, 3, breathing out, breathe all the air out, squeeze the air out, pause, 2, 3. Let's do it 2 more times, breathing in, pause, breathing out, pause there, breathing in, hold, 2, 3, breathing out, and then just bringing your arms up, just breathing easy now. So breathing in, breathing out, smooth breathing, just calm breathing. In, crossing hands, bringing your palms just below the belly button, on those lower abdomen, on the lower abdomen, lower dantian, bringing the feet together. And now really soften this area here below the belly button, down towards the pubic bone, the pelvic floor. So really feel as the breath naturally comes into this lower abdomen area, just soften. Breathing into the hips, but just allow this to be natural breath. We're not forcing the breath, nice and light. And slow. And really deep. If it's comfortable, just close your eyes for the last 30 seconds. And imagine the bamboo in the wind. Just let your body rock, spiral, whatever it feels it needs to do. Anchoring your breath deep. Belly soft and relaxed. And when you're ready, just breathe in and open your eyes. Step your feet out. Have a little stretch, whatever you feel you need. and we will finish there. Hopefully you're all ready, set up for the day. Kev made a really good point last Tuesday. He said he just went off and did like another 10 minutes, just bamboo in the wind, a little bit more relaxation. So if you do have time, because we've done quite a lot of movement there, it'd be quite nice just to go and give yourself 5 or 10 minutes, just nice calming bamboo in the wind relaxation. But if not, you should be ready for your day. Have a great day. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you all on Thursday. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining, and actually, yeah, I'll see you on Thursday for the movement class, but I'm actually doing an Instagram live this afternoon on the Oxygen Advantage Instagram account. So if you want to watch my Instagram live with Lucas, who is the marketing director there and one of our master instructors, we're having a little chat about flow. So I'll see you maybe this afternoon as well on Instagram. Thanks for watching, and again, sorry for apologies on the playback or the class not coming on live at 8 this morning, but hope you enjoyed the class. Have a great day. Bye.